I follow the Prophet also.
Right.
So then, what would be the appropriate response to?
If that person calls madhab, what he's following, he calls it madhab, then he doesn't know what type of mistake he's making. The reason is, madhab means a path. We call ourselves followers of Hanafi madhab, which means we choose the path. Where does this path take us to? Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. If that person is using Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam as a path, where is he going? It would be interesting to ask him, where are you going? You are just using him as a road, as a pathway. So, madhab means dhahaba yadhhabu madhab, the pathway, the direction that you choose to get to live following Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And if a person says, I'm following Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who these ai*imma were following? Shaitan? Of course, they were following the deen, they were following the hadith, they were following the sunnah. The question comes now, the next question for this person is, where are you getting your hadith from? From Imam Bukhari? Are you following Imam Bukhari? Because if Imam Bukhari said this hadith is authentic, you take it. So you are a follower of Imam Bukhari. If Imam Bukhari says that this hadith is not authentic, you reject the hadith. Why not follow Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam? And when Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam says this is authentic, then only you accept the hadith. Otherwise you don't accept it. Always people are following others. You will always be following someone. Because Imam Bukhari says about a hadith authentic. Imam Muslim says no, it's not. Imam Muslim says it's authentic. Imam Bukhari says it's not. You are following one of the two. Now, the third thing. It practically happened to me. Someone said to me, I follow hadith. I said to him, what if you don't know the hadith? Then I will look for it. What if you don't know the hadith and you have no understanding of it? So, what are you going to do at that matter, at that situation? He says, I will find a hadith for it. Okay. You have been doing salah for so many years. Where do you keep your gaze during salah? He says, on the place of the sujood. Give me the hadith. Tell me the hadith about it. No hadith. So what you should do? Keep your eyes out? For me it's easy. I would tell you, it's in Fiqh Hanafi. And it was their responsibility to find all the proofs. They have documented the proofs. It's there. I know the proof. But for me, I won't show you the proof. I will show you in the Fiqh Hanafi. You show me that in the hadith because you said you don't follow anyone else. You just follow the hadith. You show me that. So, point is, now, I will tell you one thing. Very simple way of understanding it. We went for Hajj. In Hajj, we had a person, he came to me, he says, I want to do the Hajj according to the hadith. MashaAllah, very nice. Do it according to the hadith. I won't tell you nothing. Now, I said to him, what type of Hajj are you going to do? Tamattu', Quran or Ifrad? Well, I'm doing Tamattu'. I said, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam did 3 types of Hajj or 1 Hajj? He performed only 1 Hajj. Where did the 3 types of Hajj come from? No answer. You're going to do Hajj Tamattu'. Did Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam do Tamattu'? The answer is no. Why are you doing Tamattu' for? No answer. How are you going to perform the Hajj? How are you going to perform the Tawaf? How are you going to perform the Sa'i? Show me 1 hadith about each. No answer. And he wants to do the Hajj according to hadith. This is the reality of it. Practically, of course, what could be better? Practically, people who claim it, they are following nothing. They are following nothing. Tell him, if your nikah is valid today, tell me hadith about the nikah, the method of doing the nikah. Otherwise, your nikah is not valid. So, it's a complete sharia. It's a complete deen. So, it's only a claim that we follow Prophet ﷺ. All of these ai*imma, all the mujtahideen, this is what they were doing. All what I'm doing today, I really don't want to put myself as an example for that. All what that person would be doing today is ignoring all of that and just going with his own opinion. Considering calling his opinion Remember this. Calling his opinion hadith. He will follow only his opinions. And at every step, he is convincing himself and others, I'm only following a hadith. Subhanallah. So, even if a person who says I'm a Hanafi and he is not really following, at least he's lying against Imam Abu Hanifa. That person is going straight higher there. أقول قولي هذا واستغفر الله لي ولكم. Okay, let me take yours. Just because you didn't sleep today.
What about in those areas where there are, the ikhtilaf amongst the Aimah, where, the Imams, of like Imam Shafi'i and Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal, who came later, who chose a different opinion than, Imam Malik or Imam Hanifa. What about, how rectify it for, like, some of the people who are, trying to follow the most authentic opinion, and they find, that Imam Shafi'i or Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal had a different opinion than Imam Malik or Imam Abu Hanifa?
Yeah, the question is that the Imams that came later, maybe a question that sometimes comes up, that maybe they had now more sources of information, because now hadiths are getting compiled and everything else is there. So can we say that they may have more sources and more authentic, stronger opinion? Remember, with these hadiths, of course, during the time of Sahaba and during the time of Tabi'een, the way knowledge was spread and how everyone was devoted to learning, memorizing, it was never like that after that. So knowledge was to the speak, as Qatada, I think it was Qatada, Wallahu Alam, who says that the knowledge of all the Sahaba Ridwanullahi alayhim ajma'een, you could find it in two Sahaba, with two Sahaba Ridwanullahi alayhim ajma'een. They have compiled the knowledge of all the Sahaba, and that was Ali and Abdullah ibn Mas'ud radiyallahu anhuma. They gathered the knowledge of all the Sahaba Ridwanullahi alayhim ajma'een. And then, of course, they were teaching throughout their lives, and it was a time of learning and memorizing, and people are just memorizing it. So it's not that the knowledge was less. Regardless, it is possible some of these A'immah got a hadith that the other ones did not get. That is possible. But what is the percentage of this possibility for us to consider it in accepting and rejecting a ruling? Because when we really study the proofs of these A'immah, you find that all of these Imams, they are writing hadiths of the other opinion also. And they are giving the ruling that why they are not accepting that opinion. So when a person reads that, he realizes that it's not that the Imam did not have it, it's only because there are three different opinions, three different types of hadiths. So he had to choose, each of them has to choose one of them. What will be the method of selecting one out of three, out of four, out of five, out of six in the Rafaidain, as I said? What will be the method? What should be the rule to adopt in accepting and not accepting the others? That is the difference of opinion. And of course, in that difference of opinion, even today, if we are to come up with a new solution, it will be a fifth opinion. Because, and all of these opinions are valid. Because if Rasulullah ﷺ raised it 3 times, 4 times, 5 times during the Salah, and all the hadiths are authentic, how we are going to choose one out of these 5 different methods, one out of these 6 methods? Imam Malik rahimahullah, he says, simple for me. I will see the people of Medina. His ruling. He said, my final rule is, when there are 4 or 5, more than one way of doing it, I will say what the people of Medina are doing. That will be my opinion. Imam Shafi'i rahimahullah says, I will look for the one that is the strongest hadith. I will look for the strongest hadith with the most authentic chain of narrators. Otherwise, the rest of them could be authentic too. There may be 5 sahih hadiths. He says, out of the 5 sahih hadiths, I want to see which is the best if I was to choose between the 6 as far as the authenticity is concerned. I know the other ones are authentic. I know Rasulullah ﷺ said this also. But I have to choose. The method for me to choose is, I will choose the strongest chain of narrators. Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal rahimahullah says, I will look at the wording